Deactivated. I reactivated. Video, any. Color space. Default. Color range. Default. Well, I think we just gotta deal with it not working again. I don't know. I don't understand. Whatever. Here we go. Alright, what are we doing today? Let us start the show. Yeah, if you want to. At this point, I'm just frustrated enough to throw it into a wall or a wood chipper or some shit. Okay, what do we got? We have recent followers, Beer Lover, and recent supporters. A lot of recent supporters. Brudican with a 3-stream streak and abusing Google services. A redemption from Brudican. Alt Lexington with a raid. And Rita Gamer and Happa Fodder with several shoutouts. Thank you for all the love and supports. What are we doing today? We are playing ourselves just a little bit of Ocarina of Time. That's the wrong file. Soft reset. That was a previous challenge where I did a 3-heart. And if I remember right, my only fairy usage was to a Gwei. What are we doing today? We are finishing the Spirit Temple. Here we are. I'm going to turn that down one more time. I have a Prime sub I can use, but before I use it, I just want to know if there's more plans to do more OOT streams here, or if you're planning to do the Discord thing we discussed. Both. I plan on recording the full run, probably on a Saturday from Twitch. Maybe my first dual stream onto YouTube as well, just a direct recording to YouTube. It would make things fairly simple from like my end, and then as I before that, as I practice, that would be our time, brew. You'll save it then, okay? All right, let's get that out of the way. There we go. All right. So we're going to finish the Spirit Temple, and then we are going to hopefully beat the game today. Spirit Temple doesn't take too long, and we were only doing half of it, so there's that as well. Whoa. Alright. But how you doing, Brew? As much as I hate ads, I try to use it on different people each... Oh, that's fun. That's fine. I do too. I try to spread the love a little bit. Ooh, I fall down, go boom. Hey, sexy, why don't you come and flash the audience? Is that a yes? Oh, come on. How did I miss that? How did I hit that? That's rude. Don't mind my wife in the background. That is her hacking up a hairball. Not what I wanted to do. And we don't need to move that because we don't care about the Skulltulas anymore. Oh, we don't have it yet. Okay, that's right. Too soon. There we go. I was gonna show everybody that one of the neat tricks in Ocarina. I don't think in Majora. I don't think there are any likes in Majora, are there? But you can force the game to not steal any of your stuff when you get sucked up by a like. Because if you have the items that can't be replaced, such as the mirror shield. Oh, come on. Yes, my wife is very cat-like. Oh, Rita with a raid! Hello, Rita! How's it doing, boss? How was the stream? I popped in for a little bit to try to make sure that people were behaving themselves, but I was at work, and then I had a cat thing. I didn't tell anybody, but my cat, in fact, does not have a tumor. He's just got a really bad sinus infection or something. So, huge weight off of my shoulders. Aha! Finally caught you live. Yeah, that's phenomenal news. I was being less than enthusiastic at work for the last 2 days because it was like, I don't want to put my cat down. I don't want to put my cat down. But I don't have to put my cat down. Now! I went too slows. Thought you could sneak under him. No, come on, where's... Oh, I don't have a shield, so I can't do the thing. Right, there we go. Give me back my shield! So I can do the trick. Thank you. Oh dear. Oh, my Lanta, dirty diapers. Holy crap on a stick, dude. 20 gift subs. Hang on, I need to read all these. Holy moly. My chat just went nuts, and I was like, what the hell just happened? And it says, Dirty Diapers just dumped a crap ton. Nobody expects the Portuguese Armada. Is the cat orange? No, this cat is, I call him Sharky because he is a great white. He is gray on top and white on the bottom, so I call him Sharky. But Dirty Diapers has gifted a sub to The Mom O Jelly, ASG65A, Rita Gamer, Clown 007, a Major MTP Cat 6. I like that name. I have no idea what it means, but it says cat, and my cat doesn't have cancer. So I'm very happy about that right now. Fred's 2691 UK, Screamin' Cream for Bacon. I like. Espanoloco, Trivoli, Black Gold Saw, Daredevil 2286, Dalbo 101, Moonraw, The Warlord Ka, Juan Carlos, Film Noir 2, ooh, I like that name, Luna Mashi, Hers of 1, Payas Kawidziad 66, holy crap, hopefully I got that close, and to Yuki 0603. Thank you for all the follows, people. Holy crap on a stick. Holy moly. Hype. Yeah, new record, no kidding. I just set a new record. Thank you again, Dirty. That's phenomenal. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. And Dirty says, blessings in kombucha. And, oh, Udachi, thanks for the follow. That is some crazy support. I'm going to annoy Happa and see if he wants to go for a walk while there's still daytime. But I'm going to be lurking. Okay, well, thank you, Rita. Thank you for the raid. And by proxy, thank you for Dirty's support. What was it, 20 of them? 20 of them, jeez. 20 subs. That's nuts. I think that's more than I've had in my career. Like, total. That's a little bit nuts. All right, what are we doing to all the raiders? I am FuzzieBunnies47. your host du jour. Most of my platforms are the exact same name and spelling. Well, actually, I think they all are. So if you want to follow me any there, mostly the schedule comes from Twitter. Oh, right. There's a dude here. He's invisible. I am not paying attention. I'm trying to be a good host, and I am just not being a good gamer. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Almost. Come here, you. Ah, he's trying to steal my life! Stop it. No, don't get bigger. Stop it. Okay. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Come here, you. Have to turn that off. Trap him in the corner, turn that off, and roast him! But what was I saying? My schedule is on Facebook and Twitter. I very rarely post anything on Instagram. Actually, I don't think I do at all. What are the other things I'm on? Oh, YouTube. I do have different series on YouTube. But what do I do on Twitch? I am a variety streamer. I will mostly play World of Warships and Star Trek Online, but you will also find me playing classic games such as Ocarina of Time, Mega Man. I am particularly fond of Mega Man X1 and Mega Man 6. A little bit of 7 Days to Die, a smidge of Minecraft. I've been streaming a little bit of Dune here and there. So, yeah. Oh, my Lanta, the thing is going still. I opened a hype chest? What? What does that mean? What did I do? I got a turn up emote. Okay. I don't know what that does. But there we go. Oh, boy. Oh, my Lanta. It's too long. That's not what she said. Okay, there we go. Now I'm caught up. Keep slaying, just don't cry on stream. That's Rita's job. Yeah, for sure. Thank you for the follow, Drowned Dog. That's... I don't like that name so much. Priest Lover. Yep, there we go. She is. She does love the priest. Facebook, I'm rarely on it, but you passed the sniff test. Yeah, I basically only use it because it's free advertising for the channel. You know, you can put... We can be friends there. Oh, sure, absolutely. But you can put, you know, like small videos and photos for free to, you know, kind of make a little bit more attractive of an advertisement. Because I used to do photography, so just a hapdash slapped up piece of crap looking thing is just not in my nature, really. Kaboof. Alright. So we've already got that. We can't go in that. Right. Oh, yep. If you pop down here, you have to do this. So what are we doing right now? So I did the basics of the fuzzy, but the specific of what we're doing right now is my webcam doesn't work. Brew is a saint, and he's tried to help me fix it at least twice now. Once, twice? I can't remember. But yeah, it just doesn't want to work. So you guys get a 20-year-old shot of me when I still had hair. Bit of false advertising. Fuzzy Bunnies is still fuzzy. No, he is not. Fuzzy hasn't been fuzzy for many moons. Okay. There we go. Let's take that crap off now. Don't need that nonsense. There we go. But what we're doing, we are practicing a little bit of Ocarina for probably about our 200th playthrough, but I've never timed myself. I don't want to practice for like specifically a speed run or anything like that, but I just kind of want to for my own gratification. Like, how fast could I kind of vaguely potentially play this game? So that's what we're doing. We're doing a little bit of practice, and it was Brudikin who actually requested it. So I have been tossing him some trivia. Oh, here we can do a little bit of trivia. A lot of people don't know this. I didn't know it for many, many years, but the programmers at Nintendo are a little bit pervy. There we go. The monolith's tips are hookshotable. And that is it. Everything else on the thing is not. Feel free to Facebook stalk me. You have my references. Nice. Brudikin says, I'll fix it. I'm just tech support. I'm not a saint. I would disagree. Sainthood for dirty diapers for the 20 bomb. Yeah, for kidding. No kidding. Yudachi, the baldening happened? Yeah. I got it from my mother's father. He was a Chrome Dome long before I was. It was about, I don't know, 30 before it really was like, I can't let that grow out anymore. It's just not gonna look good. 'Tis the season to be jolly from Dirty. Absolutely. If you'd like, I'll sing for you, Dirty, since you dropped 20 gift subs. Holy crap on a stick, man. Yudachi, I too have the curse of the balding. Yeah. But I have the blessing of the really thick beard. As do I. You can see I have the goatee in the still image, but now I have the full beard. And the last couple years, I've just been letting it go. Every winter, it's just like, let's go. How long can we go on? Oh, you again. So this little character is called Anubis. And let's actually do this right. I very, very rarely do this the way it's actually intended. So what you're supposed to do is run them into the fires. They kind of mirror and mimic you. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I need to get you. There we go. And if you try to attack them with anything else, they will set you ablaze. Alright, so there's one. So that's how you're supposed to do it. This is how I always do it. Hair is square, skin is in, bald is beautiful, says Dirty. Oh, stop jumping off of things, please. I thought he was close enough. I should have been able to kill him. I should have been able to kill all three of them with one shot, but apparently not. Alright. Easiest way to do this one. This one I figured out. You just poke him in the eye, and he's going to do that, and then you just open the door before he can get off. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, you. Let's dance. Swing bada bada bada! Swing bada bada bada! Swing! You can hit him twice with that one. Alright. I think that one went pretty well. It would have been nicer if he had done more of the overhand where he gets locked, because you can... Alright, so for those of you that don't know much about Ocarina of Time, there's a very, very easy trick to pull off where it's called sword storage. You attack, and that's our most powerful attack. This technically does not have a damage counter attached to it. So each one of those was a jump/attack. So you can really go OP ham on really anything. It's nice. Goatee means you are from the mirror universe and you are evil. Yep, that's my mirror counterpart there. We call that puzzle. Dirty says, I gotta dust off and do food things. I'm gonna catch you sexy motherfuckers on the flip. Love you all. Very nice. Enjoy your food, and thank you once again, Dirty, for the subs. That was really too much. I am quite grateful. Alright! Now we can do the trick with the... what's it called? Like. It's the big slug thing that sucks you up and steals your stuff. But it can't steal anything that can't be replaced. So it can steal the Zora tunic, the Goron tunic, the Hylian shield, and that's it. So it can't steal the mirror shield, and it can't steal the Kokiri tunic, because you can't buy that anywhere, and that is a fully unique item that you cannot ever replace. And now I have the hiccups, of course. Ugh. I just realized, or I'm just kind of thinking right now, Dirty might have put me in the most inconvenient position of being yet again false advertised. I don't know, since I had to read so many gift subs, if I'm going to have time to actually finish the game tonight. Well, I did put a question mark, didn't I? So it might not be too bad. All right. The Anubisais are not back. We've got our key. We're going good. Doing things. No, I don't need to blow up the head that's already dead. Alright. And a lot of people don't know about this either. You can just skip this whole, I guess we'll call it a puzzle. You can just hook shot onto those pebbly looking things. And... oh, come on, game. So I don't know if it's the emulator or the new controller. I don't think it's the controller. I think it's the emulator has little bits of lag to it, unfortunately. Yep. What? Why did you not flip over? Oh, so I just showed off something and I completely forgot about it. Alright, so let's fix this. So I said you can sword store. It doesn't just store the damage counter. So that's a normal sword strike. The hammer can break the doors. Now, so can my sword storage. It's a really funny little thing. Why does it do this? We don't know. Did they screw up? Was this intentional? We don't know. But we all appreciate it. Don't we? Yes, we do, chat. So I can, as you can see, I can do some of the speedrunnery type things, but it's just never been my shtick to take 20 hours to practice a 5-frame trick that will save me 10 minutes or whatever. It's just I just don't wanna. I don't enjoy games like that. Or that's not the way I enjoy games. It's very impressive to see, they've beaten this game in like 7 minutes or something like that. It's ridiculous. But, it's just not for me. So this is a casual speedrun. Glitchless. Boom. Alright, let's try to kill some of you guys. Is there another dude in here? I think there is, right? No. Alright. Those weirdos will go back to the last spot that they were at before you hit them. Where'd you go? Hey! I didn't move it! And... whatever. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do. Wow, wow. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, that's where you are. Oh, you got away. Stop it. Stop running away. Is this the one with the extra? No. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Oh, no. No little Zelda chime. Hey, whoa. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. The pots hit each other in the air. But one I had put off target. Interesting. Very, very interesting. A lot of Zelda scholars think that this snake goddess is a bastardization of the goddess Hylia from a more demonic standpoint. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, looks like someone here. Come on.
Looks like it, Kotake. What an outrageous fellow he is, to intrude so boldly into our temple. Ho ho ho! We should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. Oh, loyal minion! Destroy this intruder on our behalf.
That's a pretty badass moment. Not gonna lie. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if we can get more overhands. That'd be helpful. Come on, do the thing. There we go. Oh, she clipped me. Oh, such ouchies. Oh, come on, do the thing. I overplayed my hand, and I paid for it. See, this one's taking a little bit longer because I'm not getting the right shots in. Boom ba dum, boom ba ba dum, boom ba ba dum, boom ba dum, boom ba dum dum, boom ba dum dum, boom ba dum. Where am I?
Well, well, looks like she's back to normal, Kume. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo, Kotake. Maybe we should make her work for the great Ganondorf for a little while longer. Ho, ho, ho! Then we should brainwash her again. Hee, hee, hee!
So as you guys have probably noticed, I do voices, or I can. I sing, I dance. I was professionally trained in opera. Fun fact. Boom, boom, boom. Bum, bum. Oh, a little bit high. A little bit high, a little bit wide. There we go. While scene rolls, I'm going to liquidate myself. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone. I wish there was an easier way to do this one. No, you just gotta kind of free ball it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on, you. Get where I can see you. Ah! Come on! Okay. Oh, no, there you go. I am extremely shocked that that worked. I got quiet, but I'm here. I'm coding. Okay. Where are you? Hey, I got her. I'm coding, waiting for a topic to pose. Or you want me to pose a topic, or you want to pose a topic to philosophically discuss again? Ugh. I've got a philosophical question for you, Brew. So, we were just talking at... Stop locking onto the wrong one! I just went to turn and look! But we were debating at work. Not you and I, but... Where are you? Come here. Oh, this is horrible! This is going like crap. But, we were debating at work. Has the hyper monetization and commercialization of Christmas diluted the message? And I was talking with a fellow Christian, but from an agnostic point of view, do you feel that the hyper, capitalization, monetization of the Christmas season dilutes it for you at all? I'll pose it and we talk shoot them questions. Hey, I got her. I think we need one more. Oh, no, that was it. Okay. Can you ask that again in less words? I got lost. Do you, as an agnostic, feel that the hyper monetization, what do you call it? Monetization? I just cannot say that right now. Of Christmas has diluted the experience. Like, we, as Christians, both agreed that the hyper businessification of Christmas absolutely definitely dilutes the message and experience of Christmas for Christians. But I was a little bit curious from an agnostic's point of view. Whoa! Hey, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to do all fires, lady. What's going on here? No! What is this going on? So you also, as an agnostic, feel like it's less than, it's not so good to have the hyper monetization of Christmas. Okay, back. The commercialization. What is going on with this boss? She's gone nuts. She's supposed to do 3 of one, and then 3 of the other. What are you doing? See, this is also why I don't stream, or I don't speedrun, is I would be losing my mind.
What are you doing?
Because they're just like, well, that's this world record done. I was on pace, and now I'm not. That's 2. Come on, do it again. Shoot another fire. Not ice. Come on! I've never seen this before. She's gone hard mode. Yeah, she has. There we go. Jeez. Was it because I hit you so many times? It must have been. It must have been. I almost one-cycled her. One more stab and I would have one-cycled her. That must have been what threw it off. The game was like, I don't like that you're gaming the system, so we're gonna delay you a little bit here. This is one of my favorite cutscenes. Brudican says, I don't think Christmas in a capitalist consumerist market is about the message of family giving, togetherness, spirituality anymore. It's about gifting and consuming. And if you're not doing those things, you're not celebrating Christmas right. And the social expectation is to spend money and give gifts. It's been materialized. Absolutely. It's meant to be the whole who's from Whoville thing where everyone is just together and appreciating each other. What it's become is what the Grinch thinks it was about. That is a very good insight. Yeah. I don't know if you consider that diluted, but it's changed beyond the original intent. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I would agree with both of those. I'm agnostic. I'm raised Catholic, but spiritual in some sort of way. But I have opinions. Well, feel free. As long as they remain civil. I have a fairly open chat. So, minus the Twin Rova boss going just completely berserk. I mean, she just completely went off script. That was a lot of ad-libbing. But I'm actually quite pleased with that boss fight. That went pretty well. Or as well, I think, as I can have expected with her doing that nonsense. Hard to really type out in a chat forum like this. Oh, that's fair. You can also well... I don't want to hijack Rita's area. And she doesn't really have a religious area. So, yeah, no. If you feel you can't put it here, I guess we'll just, kind of skip it. Or you can send me a private in Discord. Kid, let me thank you. Brudican, what I'm doing intentionally now is not giving gifts, and I'm asking for no gifts. What I want is to buy my own stuff, but if you want a gift, have a meal with me. Let's go apple picking together. Let's share some jokes. Let me feel something with you, not profit off of you. That's fair. That's very, very fair. Dirty, no, I am in no way of the weird, creepy stuff. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I was trying to think, is there a good... Because I don't have a Discord. I don't have enough followers to warrant having a Discord. So I was thinking, is there somewhere in the Armada that would be appropriate? And I don't really think there is. And I don't want to seem like I'm trying to hijack Rita's area. So, because it's hers, and she graciously has it open for us. But I'm not just gonna be like, hey, let's do this, and no. It's like going into somebody's house and be like, hey, I'm gonna cook. No? I wasn't saying you were nefarious. I just don't want to like overplay my welcome. If that makes sense. So if you don't feel like it's something that you want to put in chat, I fully appreciate that. I don't respect that. And if you do want to continue that conversation, I am more than willing to have it in a DM. Brew, I don't think atheism makes sense, to be honest. It's the belief that there is no God. How can we believe that there's no God if the universe is infinite? That means there's no infinite... that also means there's infinite possibilities of it. Also, how can we define what a god is to know if it exists? Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite jokes. I wish I knew his name, but the guy gets up and he says, I don't understand atheists. You like to go off on the religious folks because you believe that nothing made everything, but nothing is immaterial, timeless, immeasurable. He says all these qualifiers in very quick succession. It's very obvious that he's practiced it. But then he says, but you claim that God can't possibly exist because God is immaterial, timeless, immeasurable, and then he rattles off the exact same qualifiers, and it's like, yeah, he's got a point. Dirty, there is, but I don't know how often it is even used, if that makes any sense. Sorry, Dirty, but that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what that's in reference to. Yudachi, God is the blanket we throw over mystery to give it shape. Nah. God exists. Absolutely and completely. Alright, what are we doing? We did the thing. We got Nehru? Yeah, because we don't need Furore. Alright, let's I'm trying to calculate if I can collect my child and also finish the game. I don't know. Oh, hey. Brew, it's like saying, in a world where the thing's doing goofy stuff over your message and I can't read what's under that little portion there. It's like saying in a world where we want to know everything, I assume. How can we know something doesn't exist? Like maybe the god is 800 billion light years away and we haven't discovered it yet, so it does exist and we didn't find it yet. Which means it exists. Not knowing doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Just doesn't make sense to me. That's fair. I heard something like this from someone. To God is the blanket. Oh, yeah. Yeah, people have said that kind of stuff. Jimmy Carr had a great take on the concept of God, but I can't remember it. Yudachi. Brudican, God is the term we use to describe what science hasn't yet explained, or something. Yudachi was a roadie for AC/DC or something that said it. Oh, really? Really? Interesting. Oh, let's warp. Yeah. That's kind of funny. I have been waiting for you, Brewski. Oh, if you haven't seen Ocarina and you don't want to be spoiled, a big spoilage, come back in like 5 minutes. You've been warned. Dirty, there are a ton of off-topic numbers on... Oh, yeah, hashes on Rita's Discord. I often don't even go in there. Me personally don't have the time or patience for it, or most social media. 8/9 of the time. Ugh, that's funny. 8/9. I like that. Because that's a infinitely repeating number. Because you can't decimalize that fraction. That's why I love fractions. Some fractions you just can't put into a decimal. Yeah, and unfortunately I have to dip into all of the channels, the what are they called on Discord? Subreddits? Yeah, whatever they're called. Just call them channels. Yeah, I usually just call them channels. But yeah, it's usually not a problem. For those of you that aren't aware, I moderate for Rita's stream and Discord, so I have to dip into all of the channels from time to time and be like, okay, who's been misbehaving? Thankfully, that hasn't happened too often yet. at least for me. Oh! I don't know if you guys heard that because my elbow was very close to the microphone, but I just popped the absolute loving crap out of my elbow. Now it feels good. It was stiff all day long, and now it suddenly feels like, hey, let's go throwing. You heard the pop? Oh, my Lanta. That's why you do the voodoo that you do, and I do mine, and I do what I do that pays my bills. And you do it well, Dirty. Yeah. I don't mind, honestly. Rita's found mostly pretty good people that, you know, stay civil. That's all I really look for is stay civil. Don't say things out of your butt that, you know, somebody would be like, really? Dirty, I do what I do, and I do what I can. We do what we can because we must. Because there's science to do. I hold the Triforce! Only the courage bit. Oh! She made a gesture. I help when I can as well from my end. Yo, I've seen that, yeah. Pretty sure Rita sees that too. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 ba. Yeah, that's actually why Rita asked me. She was like, I've seen you do, like, kind of moderate-y kind of things. Do you want to, like, actually moderate? I was like, yeah, okay. That's fine. I can do that. She does. Has a weird way of showing it, but it is what it is. Well, I think if Rita did anything like the normal way, she wouldn't be Rita, you know? And I know what you're saying. It's like a compliment to Rita. She's like, "You're weird." Thank you. That's why I call her a duck that moos all the time. And then I also follow it up frequently with, "Don't ever change." To be fair, though, it was ages ago. One of my friends, she was getting like all down in the dumps because her brother called her weird, and I was like, so? And she just kept she wouldn't let go of it. I was like, so what if you're weird? She wouldn't let go of it. I was like, all right, you show me somebody that's normal, and I'll show you somebody that's boring. Nobody's normal. Everybody does something goofy. There are a few that actually get her. I think I'm kind of getting there. I'm kind of getting there. I've had to ask a couple times, like, "Hey, should I step in here?" And she's like, "No, they're okay." So okay, all right. So what they said didn't. No, it's fine. Okay. That's been a little while now. Oh. Alright, I think what we'll have time for is... I think we'll do the... oh, which one is it? The... It's the Forest Temple. Is it the Shadow Temple? I think it's the Shadow Temple. I don't think we are. I've got to collect my child in like 45 minutes. And I'd be really tight. That's what she said. Yeah, I think I will get the gauntlets and do the ferry, and then we'll call it for the night. We're not finishing tonight. Yudachi, sometimes you gotta let people butt heads for a tad and not step in too early and mod things. Absolutely, yeah. Dirty, it will take time. If you stick around long enough, it might start to make sense. You have to be a bit of an amateur psychologist, but yeah. Funny you'd say that. Brudican Giggity. To be honest, I don't remember any of the game. I just enjoyed chatting. Oh, okay. Oh, topic for me. Okay.
Hey!
I got stuck. I got stuck on an invisible wall. Those damn dirty apes! Topic for me! Topic for me! For the Raiders, Brudican genuinely comes up with some really great philosophical talking point conversationals things. So I am genuinely excited. So this is a bit of a stretch, but I'm sure people can understand the point it's making. Okay? Ganon's Tower. Bring the 6 barriers down. Oh, but Dirty, my second stint in college was for psychology. And I kept up with the literature when I left because I went into retail. And psychology is really beneficial for sales. Is there a shout out so I can streamline this socials following thing? Oh. I don't know that there is. Let me see. Hang on. Oh. Gotta get on the different computer here. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, let's see. What are our commands? No, not Zimans. Commands. I can't see what I'm typing. Schedule, alert, shout, character, songbook. Yeah, I don't have that yet. I might want to put that up there just to pop it up with the links. So, that's a good point, though. Thank you for pointing that out for me, Dirty. Alright, what do we got? Brew, you ever seen those people who have purist mentalities? For example, you didn't really beat X game unless you did it as developers intended, or you didn't really earn your degree if you just coasted the whole way through. Just calling attention to his channel shortcomings. Yeah, I've got a lot of them. I've got a lot of shortcomings. It's not you, is it? No, it's not you. That one goes through that one. It's the Shadow Temple. So we'll do the Shadow Temple, get the gloves, go get the fairy upgrade, because I have a feeling I'll need it without the big Goron sword. I've never tried the final boss without the secondary sword. And to save time, of course, I forwent it. Whew! Alright, don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Ah ha ha ha! Oh, come on. Stop it. There we go. Smoked him. And that's an instant. Yep. Oh, here's a fun fact that a lot of people don't know. If you hit, kill an entity with the light arrows, they will drop a 50 rupee. So if you're running low, need to make some scratch real quick, you can just annihilate a bunch of critters with the light arrows. Okay, hang on. Calm down. Alright. Oh, no, it's down there. Right. Right. Okay. We're gonna have to jump this, because I don't want to shoot the thing again. Stop it! Okay. Okay, what do we got? Oh, we got more. Dirty. Yeah, I helped my bestie with her master's and one of my friends in tank organization that does sessions for trouble. Oh, that's wonderful. Brudikin. Another example. I have a friend who is a purist Taylor Swift fan who says you're not a fan unless you go to every concert you can afford to go to. So yeah, to start the question, are you first understand what I mean by purist? I understand. Yeah, just asking questions. Chiba's crust. Huh? Chiba's crust. I'm waiting for Fuzzy to read before I can make my point. Else I risk him missing it with his game focus. We are all friends here. All kinds of namaste. Yep. So here's the question. Okay. Fire away, brew. I am all a dither. That was not quite high enough. No! Oh, come on. I'm drunk! Okay. I'm a drunk driver with Link. Even though I haven't even been drinking. I should be, though. Now we got the super steroids! Yeah! Oh, come on. Get off that. Alright, enough with you. Funny little glitch there. Let's up on our magic stocks. Thank you. I guess we didn't really need to, because we're about to visit the fairy. What do you think justifies or encourages people to pursue that puristic view? What is the benefit? And on the opposite, say you didn't meet their definition. Why is their definition the definition? Is there any benefit to that kind of gatekeeping? If there isn't, why do we do it? I think it has to come from some kind of competitive nature. So, like, if you don't obey the rules in baseball, you're not playing the game. Soccer, grid ball, football, whatever you call it, ping pong, even. You know, if there's not some kind of set diagram to enjoyment or play, but they take that way out of context for those kinds of situations. The ones that you know, like, oh, if you don't go to every no, it doesn't mean you're not a super fan. If you can't afford to go to a concert or a game, you can still be a super fan. It's fine. Like I don't like curse the ground that speedrunners walk on because they, you know, skip this and they skip that. If that's how they enjoy playing a game, that's fine. I wouldn't, because I like the story. But, you know, maybe they don't give a crap about the story. And that's fine. They can beat Ocarina of Time in 30 seconds for all I care. I'll still watch the speedrun and be like, whoa, how'd they do that? And then they explain vaguely how they did it, and I'm like, okay, I no longer care how they did it. Because I know how much practice it takes to do that kind of crap. Because I did that kind of stuff for, like, sports and acting and singing, and it's like I would not want to put that much effort into a game. But, yeah. Sports ball, team sport! Brew, okay, but why that result? Why can't we say, well, you're not playing it my way, but you are still playing baseball? Why is the alternative you're not playing real baseball? Well, I can give you like a little bit of a personal thing to that specifically with baseball. I am a huge anti-designated hitter sort of fella. For those not in the know of sports ball, baseball for forever, everybody that was on a baseball team playing in that game was expected to field and hit. And in the 70s, I think, a team in the American League wanted a player to come back, but he had like broken his legs, he can barely stand, but he could hit. That's the only thing he could do. He couldn't field anymore, but he could hit. So they were like, this one game we're going to have what's called a designated hitter. And they started it in the American League because they were like, hey, that's really fun. The American League doesn't play baseball. Because not everybody is playing baseball. Baseball is fielding and hitting. If you cannot field a team that can also hit, you're gonna lose. But now, at least American MLB, Major League Baseball, in an effort to expedite the game, they claimed, both leagues have designated hitting. And I don't think they're playing baseball anymore. It's crap. It's garbage. It used to be a huge amount of strategies that you would have a pitcher that could at least bunt and move somebody ahead. And now they don't even have to do that. And it's really tragic. Burdican, say I load up Oot and use a cheat code to give me unlimited health and I beat the game. Whoa, hang on. And I beat the game. Well, I beat it. The credits roll. So why is that not considered? Is that considered not beating it? Well, in that particular instance, I would say you haven't beaten the game, but you have experienced the game. You have experienced the story. Because I do that a lot of the time, or I used to. Most modern games don't have cheat codes anymore, but I would play with, you know, mega health or invincibility or, you know, whatever, just so I can experience the story without stressing over the actual gameplay mechanics. But then I would turn off all the cheats and actually beat the game to enjoy the actual gameplay experience. I don't understand the philosophy of exclusionary practices. I'm more inclusionary. If you're kicking a soccer ball around, in my opinion, you're playing soccer. Even if you're alone, just kicking a ball in the mud in your backyard. You're certainly practicing soccer. That'd be like saying, I would equate your example of you're just by yourself kicking a soccer ball in the mud and claiming that you're playing soccer to you're in your home in private by yourself singing, I'm in a choir. Not really. I mean, you're still singing. You're still playing around with a soccer ball, but not actually playing soccer. Because a soccer game would include 2 sides and 2 goals and, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. I'm not, you know, discrediting or discounting you kicking a ball in the mud. If you're enjoying it, that's fine. Go for it. I've done that many times. Brudican, I see a whole lot. I see a lot of the whole. Unless you're doing it this way, you're not doing it, and I don't see that the seed of that choice. It sounds like an exercise in control to overcome insecurities rather than actually help define things. Explain to me what it's considered. I can't see because the little pin thing's there with this stupid computer. What part of the game was not beat if the credits rolled? Yeah, modern games sell you the cheats. That's a good point, Yudachi. Like I said, you experienced the game, but you didn't beat it. Beating it would be you overcame it. And that didn't really happen because you cheated. It's the exact same reason that, like, records in sports and Olympics and whatnot have asterisks by them, because it's like, well, he did come out with the gold or, you know, whatever, but it was found later that he cheated. So, EA Games says, sell you everything. EA says hello. Oh, yeah, great minds think alike. You two said it right at the same time, basically. This topic was brought up in Rita's stream today. Oh, really? EA selling things or just cheat philosophy? Exclusionary philosophies? Probably not exclusionary philosophies. They should change the old slogan for that. Yeah. EA Games, challenge everything. I did overcome it, though. I made the credits roll. Yeah. Though, for example, if you play Hogwarts Legacy on the experience mode, you one-shot everything, basically, and I'd say you have not beaten the game, but you have experienced the story. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I experienced the story tons of times playing games, but I didn't beat the game. I would never claim to beat the game either. There are a couple games that I haven't beaten, but I have experienced. So it's like, it was a good story, but I don't really feel the gameplay, so I just stopped playing. You used gameplay, I used cheats. We overcame it differently, but we both overcame it. Sport things in general. But why wouldn't you say I beat it? Just because I used a mod? Why draw the line? Kind of go philosophical. That's what I do. Not a mod, but something built into the game. Yeah. There are actually games, or there used to be, that they would just give you full out God mode. Like, it's just like a little toggle. You didn't have to input a cheat code or nothing. It's just, hey, you want to just like fly through the game and experience the story as quickly as possible? Yeah! I liked those. Is a controller built into the game? A control mechanism is built into the game. Is a computer built into the game? In some games, I think. Certainly in all video games. You use something that wasn't built into the game to beat it. Well, even if it was built in, like, or even if it wasn't built in, and you went like a Game Shark or something, a Game Genie, and said, "Hey, I'm Mario, and I don't die in pits. I can just jump out." That's you're not beating the game. I think there is a bit of credibility to the criticism of not beating a game if you cheated it, because that would be like how the developers intended you to beat it, to experience it, would be to overcome it without any external augmentations to yourself, and there would absolutely be credibility to saying you didn't actually beat it. You experienced it, but you didn't beat it. And in that, there's a bunch of speedrunning categories for like every game just about. Because they've got, did you use anything that, you know, gives you an advantage beyond the developers? No. Okay, so that's one category. Did you use a major exploit? Well, who determines what's major and minor? You know, like, is the sword storage in Ocarina a exploit? A glitch? What category would that fall under? You know, and then you're just splitting hairs a lot of the times. I want to say story mode is just for the experience, but actually doing the fights and learning how to fight different mobs is a different thing. I would agree with that, Yudachi. Yeah. So whether it's a controller or keyboard or DDR dance board, you use something that wasn't built in, like mods or cheats. No. Come on, bro. That's how they expect you to experience the game. If you didn't have anything like that, you couldn't experience the game. Then it would just be a cinema. Well, that's fine too. I mean, you can experience movies, but you can't play movies. Well, you can, but you can't beat movies. Dirty, that's fair and healthy. Nothing wrong with civil discussion, sharing of minds and perspectives. Absolutely. It's scrolling too fast, though. Makes me think of the keyboards where you could cheat in Overwatch. Right? Dirty, dear goodness. Game Genie. Oh boy, age is being shown. Yeah, I'm old and dirt. Brudican, do you see my point, though? Where does the line begin and end of what is the way to be... Oh, I absolutely see that. Absolutely. I'm never going to, like, criticize somebody for enjoying a game, cheating or otherwise, but especially in, like, competitive games, where it's just you against other players, cheating, you're not beating anybody, you're just beating yourself. Brudican, you keep scrolling. If there isn't a defined black and white way, then who's to say that mods don't apply? Well, a lot of mods don't disqualify from beating a game. There's I can't remember what the name of it is, but there's a game fairly recent where you get microsized for some reason, and you're experiencing like life the size of an ant or something like that. And they've actually got a mod built into the game because people want to play the game, but they're arachnophobic. And of course, if you're out in the wide world and you're the size of an ant, you're gonna experience some spiders. And thus, you know, some people wouldn't be able to enjoy the game in the slightest. They would just throw their shoe at the TV and run screaming from the house and burn the house down or something. There are also mods, and I don't criticize these in the slightest, for was it Skyrim, some other games, where they, for the exact same reason, they turn spiders into like a slug, or you know, something that an arachnophobe won't, you know, just rip out their eyeballs for. And I don't criticize those in the slightest. They're still playing the game. They're still beating the game. Scrolling too much. Oh my Lanta. Why does it do this? Why can't I scroll? Come on. If there isn't a defined black and white, then who's to say mods? When devs made it, they used debugging tools. So does that mean debugging tools need to be used? Well, the debugging tools are literally their tool for debugging the game and making sure that it'll not explode. It keeps going all kinds of crazy. Come on. Come on. Scroll, you daffy bastard. There we go. What? Oh, it's the same in WoW. Do you beat the game killing the last boss in LFR or in Mythic? I don't know what that means. It's been probably 13 years since I played WoW. Some bosses hide the actual ending in heroic mode in WoW back in the... Yeah, a lot of original 80s games, classic games, if you didn't beat them in hard mode, you didn't get the true ending. I'd say you experienced the fight. Or rather, you farm the boss for a horse or something silly. I missed something. Come on, Brew. Is it an actual argument? I know. I'm trying to catch up with the chat and finish it up because I gotta go collect my kid. But this damn chat keeps going ape shit. It's making me cuss. I don't appreciate it. If you beat a boss from 2004 now, solo, using massive overkill, did you beat the boss? Some people will say you didn't. I think you did. I think you did. I think I missed something, but I can't go back. But this is my point. Why this perspective of experienced rather than beat? Well, because experiencing is different than beating. If I go and watch a game, I'm experiencing the game still. But if I'm playing the game and I'm beating it, then I'm beating it. Because that's kind of along the same lines. Just sitting in the stands and cheating through it are kind of the same. Why not include the definition of beat the game, boss, etc. to include mods and cheats? Well, not all mods give you a distinct advantage. Sometimes it's a lot of times now, especially mods are just for your aesthetics. They've got mods for colorblindness now, so more people can experience games. We already did the arachnophobia mods. So they're still within the category of beating. What's the downside of it? Well, there's no downside to it. I'm not criticizing anybody if they don't want to actually beat the game. They just want to experience the story. Because like I said, I played many a game the first go around with tons of cheats, full god mode, just so I can experience the story better. I just enjoy the story better that way. And it also, helps dip your toes into actually playing the game. And then you come back and you're like, okay, so now I know what to do here. Now I know what to do there. Okay, yeah. So you're just more comfortable with it. You understand the dynamics a little bit better. Yudachi, by saying you beat the boss when you one-shot it would heavily diminish the achievements of those who built tactics and team. Yeah, but they had to do a whole team for it. You could do it by yourself. If I'm playing the game at face and I don't jive with it, I just don't play it. That's been me since the Atari 2600. That's fair. That's also perfectly valid. Brudican, but the argument isn't about diminishing or respecting achievement. The argument is why it's not considered beating. Well, would you say that you climbed Mount Everest if you hopped on a helicopter and just had yourself plopped on the top? You were on top of the mountain, right? It's kind of the same way. Nobody's, you go to the helicopter example on Mount Everest, it's like nobody's discrediting the view that you took in. That's a singular experience. But you didn't summit the mountain. Some people, they want to summit the mountain. Kids! Yeah, glad mine are adulted and out on their... Yeah, mine's got 10 more years of that. Metroid is a great example of that. Harder achievements show you the true ending. Yeah. Samus was a girl? That's very true. A lot of people had no idea. If I walk to work and it takes me hours and someone else gets to drive to work and it takes them minutes, we both got to work. I'm not invalidating the difficulty of how hard it was getting there, just whether we got there. Well, yeah, but in your walk to work example, one of you is walking to work and one of you is driving to work. You're both experiencing the travel to work, but the definition of you walked, you drove is not consistent for both of you. Lore versus gameplay. There is always exceptions to rules. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good way to put it too. I'm more of a lore player. I like to experience the lore rather than the actual gameplay a lot of times. If it's both, like Ocarina has great gameplay and lore, I will absolutely do both. Because I have cheated my way through Ocarina several times. To be clear, I'm not arguing you should think my way. I'm arguing why a definition isn't met. Climbed? No. Ascended to the top? Climbed has a definition. Summited has a definition too. No, I don't like cold weather. I never can kiss my grits and pounds. Unless climbed includes taking a helicopter, then yes, I'd say you did climb the mountain. But you didn't. Climbing has a definition to it. In my argument of getting to work, the question is, did we get to work? As in, did we beat the game? I'm not asking how it happened, just if it happened. And that's what we're saying, is, I think everybody but you is saying, you both experienced the same game, but you did experience it differently. I agree. I can vibe with that. Yep. All right. And now that is time that... 20 new messages. What are you talking about? Oh, no. Okay. I'd say you beat the game. You just beat it in different ways. The experiences were different, but you both beat it. Such is the game of life. That is a very good way to sum up that conversation. All right. So, thank you once again to Dirty Diapers for 20 gift subs. Holy crap on a stick, dude. What do we got coming up? I've got a couple of videos in the pipe that I'm editing / recording for the YouTubes, for the Raiders and VODers. The YouTubes is mostly story experience. Right now it's mostly Star Trek Online. So if you want to experience the story of Star Trek Online, which it has a lot of the time some pretty damn good story, I have a as non-gameplay-ish playthrough as I think one could probably have up on YouTube. Again, FuzzieBunnies47, all the same spelling. Next stream will be, I don't know, Brew, since I got you right here, when would you be best for finishing Oot up? Next Tuesday? Love you too, Dirty. You're great. Next Tuesday? Alrighty. Because if I ask Fuzzy Bunnies beat Elden Ring, I look for a yes or not a build or a death count. Because if I care if it was beat, not whether he modded it or not. Well, Brew, if you were to that's not a good example. If you were to ask me, Brew, if I beat StarCraft, my legitimate response would be, well, I played through StarCraft with a bunch of cheats all the way to the end, but I've never beaten it. Because I have never beaten it without cheats. I just didn't like the gameplay mechanics enough. But if you ask me, have you beaten Warcraft 3, I would tell you, yeah. My first couple of playthroughs were heavy cheat, because I wanted story, find out where secrets were. I really liked the story, and I jived with the gameplay mechanics a little bit more with the fantasy, so I have actually beaten Warcraft 3. So, but there you go. Now I must away, good friends. Parting is such sweet sorrow. I guess the argument is defined by what is considered beating it. Yeah, it would really philosophically get down to beating a game. And I'm sure you'd find more than 3 or 4 aisles on that philosophy, too. Like you saying, if you beat the game, you beat the game. The credits rolled, you beat the game. I mean, that's valid. I would disagree with it, but that's a valid opinion to have. And the philosophical conversation goes on. But it will have to wait for another day. Thank you again to everybody. Rita with the raid, Dirty with the subs, the gift subs. We talked about the YouTube. We talked about the Twitter earlier. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, everybody, let us go into the world and try to be a light for Christ. If you feel like that is beyond your capabilities, at least let's go into the world and not try to intentionally put more evil into it. Thank you. And good night.